Shade slow to go, and Fear Nor as customary went straight to the front. Sea Jester and Lahar on the fence jumped away well. Inshallah's going up, and here's Ronnie showing speed today. Spying's not far away from Triple Crown deep over Bombardment Racing Rider. They were followed by Lucky Bear. Pursuits Expect a Star getting well back with Digger Bill. And the Metropolitan winner, Enjoyment, went back to the tail of the field as Fear Nor cast the 1600 metre mark astern. And swinging to the back, Beasley sent him away. Led by 2 lengths on Ears Running and Lahar. Moving around the outside, Inshallah. Die Trap deep from Sea Jester, now relegated a length back. They were followed by on the inside Racing Rider. Bombardment is wide on the track and starting to travel up also Lucky Bear. A length away, Spying, Pursuits, Expect a Star the fence. 2 lengths to Digger Bill, Triple Crown and Enjoyment whip them in. 1100 metres out and Fear Nor in front, tugging against the rider. Inshallah's moved up to his flanks on the outside. Lahar's getting a great run, a length and a half away third. Lucky Bear deep. Here's Ronnie in the centre, a length and a half then to Bombardment. He was followed by Racing Rider on the fence. Sea Jester to the centre, Spying with the white cap behind those over Expect a Star. Then came Pursuits, a length further back, Enjoyment going forward. Jimmy Cassidy sending the mare around them. They were followed well back by Triple Crown and Digger Bill last of all at the 700 metres mark, and in front Fear Nor. He's been there every step of the way. Inshallah at his girth. Lucky Bears had it tough in the run. Lahar needs an out from the fence. They were followed by Bombardment with the yellow cap improving from Ears Ronnie, Enjoyment, Sea Jester, Racing Rider. Then Expect a Star, Triple Crown, Spying, Pursuits as well back, and last of all Digger Bill around the bend. Inshallah's upsides with Fear Nor and has claimed the front. Lucky Bear 3 out, Bombardment 4 out, and down the outside Sea Jester. Pursuits are starting to run on with the All Cerise and Lahar back to the inside. Inshallah sent to the front by Die, drew clear. Lahar the inside chasing, then Pursuits, Sea Jester. It's in front, Inshallah. She's holding Lahar at the moment from Sea Jester. Spying. Inshallah in front and sent home by Die. She wins the opener. It's Inshallah 2 lengths to Lahar and Sea Jester from Spying, then Pursuits, Racing Rider, Ears Ronnie, Bombardment. Lucky Bear, Fear Nor, Expect a Star. Well back would have been Triple Crown, Digger Bill, and Enjoyment sadly out of form. She was last home.
A 4 times winner of the Golden Slipper, Shane Dyes, kicked off on a bright note.
And they're set race 1. All clear given, and they're off and racing. Annie missed the start a length on the outside, and one of the first out, No Foresight and Northwood Lady on the outside of her. Scenic Sprint showing plenty of speed today is right up with the leading horses, and then Carmenesque and Savannah, followed by Street Star. Tarazil settling towards the end in company with Annie, who's gone past her now. So Tarazil is last of all, and Scenic Sprint has worked to the lead. Heading to the 1,000 metre mark, a length and a half in front. Northwood Lady is second. A length away third is Carmenesque, and a length away on the outside is Annie, improving after a slightly slow getaway, although wide now. No Foresight back on the inside, 1 Savannah and Tarazil, and Street Star last of all by the 800 metres, and they haven't gone all that hard. Scenic Sprint by a length and a half, Northwood Lady. In third placing Annie on the outside, 2 lengths then No Foresight on the inside of Carmenesque, and Tarazil is 3 deep. Then a length and a half Savannah and Street Star on the rail. Nearing the 500 metres, and Scenic Sprint by 3/4 to Northwood Lady, who's had a good run on the pace. Annie third has done some work. No Foresight on the rail, followed by Carmenesque. Tarazil close enough if she's good enough when they swing the corner. She's coming 4 wide. Scenic Sprint led Northwood Lady. Tarazil deep out starting to wind up. Scenic Sprint down towards the 200, led by a length and a half. Northwood Lady and Tarazil under the whip still coming. Scenic Sprint doing it well though with 150 to go. She's lengthened the break. She's gone out by 3. Tarazil, Northwood Lady, and Scenic Sprint dominated the race in front and came clear. Scenic Sprint beat Tarazil by over 2 lengths. Northwood Lady third. They're followed by Savannah and Carmenesque. In behind those Street Star. No Foresight dropped out, and Annie finished at the back of the field. 126.75. Victory, and an easy one for number 4, Scenic Sprint, ridden by Eddie Wilkinson. Slowed the tempo mid-race, and she was able to sprint away in the run home.
And what has turned out to be a sensational day. They're all set. 1,500 metres, starter on his platform, picks up the button, movement towards the centre. Miss Amai moving around. Miss Peridot, Wichita, well behaved, drawn gate number 1. Starter back on his ladder, picks up the button, go there racing, jumped in a great line. Miss Peridot, Flickering Fire, Miss Amai and Dane all are out wide, all jumped away quickly. Wichita greeting, Pelaya jumped smartly, and not far away is Camino Rose from staging deep out over Jade Tights on the fence, bustling forward. Caniana, Rainbow Bubbles, Lucy Way, very wide getting back. Third last is Veticello from Larico. And a half back on the outside, Bossy at the tail of the field. Flickering Fire roll to the front. And at the 1100 metres mark, led 2 lengths to Dane Orla, Wichita on the fence. Miss Peridot trapped on a limb, facing the breeze, moving up to be fourth. Palaya beautifully positioned fifth. Jade Tights on the fence, a length away. Miss Amaya round greeting. Camino Rose worse than centre field the fence. Lucy's Way, Red Cap going forward around staging. Rainbow Bubbles nowhere to go from Caniana, Bossy, Larico and Veticello. Coming to the bend now with about 600 metres to go. The leader is Flickering Fire. Calls the shot, has been in front every step of the way. Led by a length on Dane Orla. Out wide on the track, moving up Miss Peridot. Wichita on the fence. Palaya about to go forward. They were followed coming around them by Lucy's Way. Miss Amai came out in front of it from Jade Tights. Well back in the field is greeting. Camino Rose on the fence, then staging. And Rainbow Bubbles is a mile back and looking for a run. Flickering Fire 300 out 2 in front of Wichita. Palaya on the outside is starting to warm up from Miss Peridot staging, and Camino Rose on the fence getting out. Flickering Fire in front. Camino Rose will be the danger if she can get out. She's out now, staging, running on. Here's Camino Rose after Flickering Fire. She levels up, comes home the best and gets home to win the Group 2. It's Camino Rose from Flickering Fire, staging third. Palaya was next from Jade Tights, greeting Rainbow Bubbles, Miss Amai, Veticello. They were followed by Wichita, Miss Peridot, Dane Orla, Caniana, Larico well back with Lucy's Way, and Bossy was last home. Camino Rose, great ride, Corey Brown. Absolute superb ride at the top level. Saving a stack of ground on the fence. He rode for luck in the home straight. Got into the clear at exactly.
Jumped okay, and so did the fancied runner Lazaire, and the plunge horse Devanzo's coming over to go up and mix it with the filly. In behind those, Oleander Rose showing good speed. Sporty Lady runs up to be about third and fourth with her, followed by Habiba Jungle Princess. They were followed by Dorados. Pinot now going up on the inside. Ahead of it now came Lunga Lucy. She got a fair way back, well back Star Games. No Terse ran into a dead end, and 2 or 3 away last of all. Great Kingdom around the turn, and the leader is Lazaire. Cuddled, made the turn a little more tractably than the second horse, the plunge horse Devanzo, and kicked 2 in front. Third, Sporty Lady starting to work home pretty well. It's looking a danger. Devanzo, I think, is beaten. Lazaire leads by 2, but Sporty Lady's the danger if there is one. Lazaire, hands and heels. She's responding. It's a good little filly, this girl. And Lazaire gives favourite back as a nice start to the day. Wins by length and a quarter. Sporty Lady, very green, ducked in behind her heels. Now, third goes to either the fast-finishing Longa Lucy or Devanzo. That's bruised a few pockets. Back behind those then came on the outside Star Games from Jungle Princess. They were followed by Pinot now. No Terse made a bit of ground. Dorados followed then by Great Kingdom. Well back Habibi, and after showing speed, Oleander Rose a long last.
Number 1, Lazaire, $2.47. $8.80 Sea Royal. 26 Tennessee 1.9. Here's Greg Miles at Caulfield.
Rosehill, thank you. That's Rory's joke at the last to move in. Happy Cracker, the favourite at 5.40, but plenty chances. 5.70 Stella Artois, 5.70 Smites' Fury. And Seller 6.80, well tried. All set. Ready to go now. Happy Cracker, 3 from the outside, the favourite. Oh, Seller reared. There's an attendant there. He's back down on all fours, okay. Again, he's rearing Seller. He hasn't come back down on all fours either. He may have got a leg over an adjoining stool here, Seller. He did for a little while. Now he's back on all fours, but he was strung up there for a little while, and an attendant is down in front of the gates with him now, and the rider is out of the saddle. I think he did become temporarily cast, this horse, and he's been back for plenty. In the last 5 minutes, he's come in from 9.20 to 6.70. Seller now backed out of line for the vets to run the rule over him. Now, 9 times out of 10 they won't run under these circumstances, and it's up to the vet to run the rule over him now to see if he is going to take his place. New Tate favourite though is Grand Parade, now into $5.30. Only a few minutes ago it was $9.10. So that's the exemplifies just how wide open it is. Grand Parade 5.30, Stella Artois 5.90, Happy Cracker now 5.60, Seller 6.70, Persian Empire 7.20, and Smites' Fury is $6.10. Talk about open. Now it looks like Seller is past fit to run. He comes back up into the line now, and Lucas Dowson about to climb back aboard. So Seller past fit to run and about to go now. All in. Race 2, the all clears through. They're off. Salah began okay with Nakomo. Down on the inside there, and the Gothic Empire came out very awkwardly and checked a few. Persian Empire got back there in company with Nakomo. As they settle down now, and Happy Cracker pinged to the lead at the 800 metres, led Grand Parade. Rory's Fury going through on the inside. Rory's Joker to be right on the hammer of the leader. A length and a half, Stellar Artois fourth, and they're followed by Gotham Ruler going up on the inside. Outposters around at a couple of lengths further back is Salah, followed by Persian Empire, Nakomo, and back last is Palace Glory at the turn, and the leader is Happy Cracker. It's going to corner about a half length in front of Grand Parade. Smites' Fury behind them, an outpost hard ridden making some ground in the straight. Happy Cracker wobbling a bit round the turn, leads a length and a half. Smites' Fury on the inside, and then Grand Parade. Outpost and Seller is struggling, but Happy Cracker the leader. Smites' Fury trying hard on the inside, and Grand Parade the outside. Happy Cracker kept going by Eddie Wilkinson, and it's an early double. Happy Cracker wins at a length and a half to Smites' Fury second, Grand Parade third, and then Seller fourth. They're followed by Persian Empire, who made ground, followed in by Outpost, and back behind those were the erratic Gothic Ruler, being trailed in by Palace Glory, and then a break behind them to Stellar Artois, who knocked up Nakomo towards the end, and back last over the line, Rory's Joker.
391, Happy Cracker, 550 for the win. Super Tab over 9 and 1.
Set. Only a small field on a sensational Amy Golden Slipper race day. Big for Lou, the last horse we can think of to be scratched before a major race. They're off. And Lawyer near the inside away quickly, and the NZRL Duche jumps smartly. Lisa's showing speed, and Strange one off the fence, settling on the speed. Royal Voyage is wide. Will Boss go forward, or will he go back? He's centre field and travelling deep. Getting back on the inside, Typhoon, and LA Sewers went out to last. On settling, El Duche's moved up. And racing to the 1600 metres mark, the Kiwi went to the front from Lawyer. Dyer starting to restrain the favourite. A length away, Lease on the outside. He's a lot closer than most thought. Typhoon pulling hard on the inside of Royal Voyage. LA Sewers well back, and Strange whipped them in as they swing to the back stretch at the 1400 metres mark, and El Duche taken to the front by Taylor. Led by 2 lengths on Lease striding up. He's pulling hard against Cassidy. Lawyer has arched the neck, settling well on the inside. A length away is Royal Voyage. They are fair dinkum dawdling. Quinn's off on going around them. Strange. He's about to put pace into the race for the first time. Typhoon's pulled himself into the ground. He's back second last on the inside of LA Sewers. He went that quickly, Strange. He raced to a clear lead of some 6 lengths. As they race to the 1000 metres mark, he's cleared out. He's gone further ahead. Led by 7 lengths on El Duche. Lease settling a bit better. Lawyer on the fence. Then Royal Voyage, and LA Sewers going up. Brown going forward. It's a tactical race. He's 3 deep, and he's up to 4th now. And 2 lengths to Typhoon. 700 metres out. Strange in front. Coming back, led by 4 lengths on Loose El Duche. On the outside, moving up then is LA Sewers, now being passed by Lawyer on the fence. Dyer's looking to come away from the rail. He's out, and he's starting to run home quickly. 2 lengths away, Typhoon, and then came Royal Voyage. The Tulloch Stakes field on the bend. Strange in front. Lisa's looming up dangerously. Dyer's got Lawyer to the outside at exactly the right time, and he's chiming in quickly. Oh, he's travelling well. 2 lengths away then to Typhoon, LA Sewers, and Royal Voyage down the outside at the 200 metres mark. Lawyer went to the front. Lisa's responding gamely the fence. They've come clear to fight it out. Lease the inside. Lawyer the outside. Cassidy and Dye. It's Lease the inside. Lawyer coming again, but Lisa's gained the ascendancy. Hit the lead, and Lease wins it. Lease by a long neck on the line. Second is Lawyer. 4 lengths away. Third, LA Sewers from Typhoon. Lawyer rather go again, pulling up quickly. Strange. Well back would have been Royal Voyage, and El Duche was last.
Number 3, Lease, $4.20, beats 1 Lawyer, and 7 LA Suez. Now let's return to Alan Thomas's preview of racing today.
Side Muston Lad, away well out wider was Odin Seal, and also Kandahar between them. Deeper out Currency Road and Armour Tate come across from wide out. They were followed driving up in the all blue colours Knight's Passage. Next over on the inside was Crimson Star as they take the turn out of the straight. Further back to Flying Voodoo, followed by Daybreak Treat, and in the red cap on the outside Kashengi at the tail of the field. 1800 metres to go, and the leader is Odin Seal by a length and a half. Second placing Kandahar, third Muston Lad, and fourth a length off Currency Road. They were followed by Crimson Star on the inside, Currency Road out wide around it. Then in the centre with them in the navy blue colours, Knight's Passage, followed further back then by Flying Voodoo, Imitate and Daybreak Treat. And last of all, a head away on the outside at the tail is Kashengi. 1,400 metres or so from home as they head into the far side of the course. And it's Odin Seal on top by a long neck to in second place in Kandahar. Third a length and a quarter off, travelling up nicely at the moment, Currency Road with the grey Mustang Lad the inner. A length further back behind those then came Flying Voodoo. On the inside, Crimson Star, and up there with them too was Knight's Passage, and they were followed further back by Imitate. Then came Kashangi, and last of all is Daybreak Treat. They're about to leave the far side and move on to the side turn nearing the 1,000, and still the leader is Odin Seal by a half. Second place in Kandahar, 1.5 off Mustang Lad on the inside of Currency Road. They were followed close handy, a length and a quarter away then with a line of 3, and they are around them now. Voodoo, Flying Voodoo, and in the centre there Knight's Passage, dropping back from them now on the inside Crimson Star, and then wider out on the track Kashangi, Imitate and Daybreak Treat last. But there's only about 5 lengths first to last down the side at the 600, where the leader is still going along okay. Odin Seal held together. On the outside, Kandahar has a crack at it, and 3 deep Currency Road, and right around them Flying Voodoo, and Knight's Passage charges up behind them. Back nearer the inside, Daybreak Treat is improving, and Mustang Lad still there. Crimson Star, the rails, only 3 lengths first to last now, and Currency Road's taken the lead at the 200. Beats off Odin Seal, who's struggling, and down the outside, Flying Voodoo and Knight's Passage trying to get a passage between them. Currency Road, Flying Voodoo, Knight's Passage. Currency Road is hanging on grimly. Currency Road just in front, grabbed on the outside by Knight's Passage, and wider out Flying Voodoo. Gee, the one in the middle's got a fair say in this. Knight's Passage, either Knight's Passage, Flying Voodoo and Currency Road possibly may have missed the major spots and be third. Mustang Lad, Imitate, that was one of the most competitive middle distance races seen in Adelaide for a long time. Daybreak Treat all close up with Odin Seal, and out wider on the track Kashangi, and they were followed further back behind those then by Crimson Star and Kandahar, who was there on the turn knocked up. Terrific finish this. And Knight's Passage has made a dive between them right on the line. And, I don't know, might just get a decision here, or Flying Voodoo.
Greg.
Set now. Lamolokai and Uccello stand well. Such a pleasure on the inside. Blaze the Turf made a good line. Off they go now, and Yellow Star missed the start in the middle, about a length or so, and a line gets back early. First out, Lamolokai, Gillo jump well. Petite Falou is going through in the early part to be with the leading horses, and Such a Pleasure drives up on the inside at the 800, and Petite Falou just the leader on the outside of Such a Pleasure with the rail. Lamolokai is 3/4 of a length away third, and Wonder Gillo fourth, followed by Blaze the Turf fifth the rail. Then Yellow Star and Uccello followed by a line, and Tenacity had dropped out last at the 500 nearing the turn. Such a Pleasure inside Petite Falou, led by a length to Molokai, and Gillo on the inside needing to get out. They're followed by Yellow Star, and they've got away on Blaze the Turf, who's dropped out along the inside. Round the turn they come now. Gillo pushes Molokai out of the way to have a crack at the leaders. It's Petite Falou outside Such a Pleasure, being tackled now by Gillo. Yellow Star is starting to unwind a run on the outside. Gillo takes the lead at the 150 metres. Yellow Star after it from Such a Pleasure. Gillo tackled by Yellow Star, who's ducked in a little bit. Yellow Star takes the lead though, and Yellow Star Eddie again beats Gillo second. Photo third, either Blaze the Turf, who made up ground with Tenacity. Not much between them, clear of Such a Pleasure. Then came Petite Falou, followed by Uccello. Towards the end as a line, and Lamolokai dropped out to finish last. Eddie's stolen the show. He's won 3 out of 3. Number 9, Yellow Star, ridden by Eddie Wilkinson, trained by Anthony Cummings, has overcome a slow start to swamp them on the outside.
Amy Golden Slippers, Stakes Day today. 310 Savannah Success, but market price, the big tip, the big tote tumbler. They're all in. Starter holding them, lights are flashing. Looked a good line from here. Bit of movement towards the centre of the line. And Sid Australia Stakes. Gates are back, racing. Zazabel out wide, drop back, and Little Zola won the kick. She went to the front. Scarlet Runner showing speed. Light Work going up, Nahayan, and also Savannah Success and Crimson Flight with the red cap showing speed. Market price about 7th on settling as Camarina travels up wide from Confer. Lady Elsie on the fence. Zar Royale, Zazabel getting back, and No Alimony dropped out to the tail of the field. Now Hayen found the paint and crossed onto the rail to lead from her counterpart Savannah Success. The margin about a length. Scarlet Runner is third, no speed on. Boss is off on Camarina, whipping around them quickly. Crimson Flight fifth. Zola inside of Light Work. Zar Royale with the head up high in the air, pulling very hard. They were followed by Lady Elsie. Market Price in between runners. 2 lengths to Confer. Further back, No Alimony and Zazabel last of all. A good dozen lengths first to last. And Camarina straight to the front, short of 1,200 metres to go from Nahayan. Third on the inside, Scarlet Runner. Savannah Success is well positioned fourth. 2 lengths away is Zola, getting up on the inside of Crimson Flight. Well, Zar Royale was pulling the rider out of the saddle. He's had no option but to let her stride, and she's whizzing around them quickly. They were followed by Light Work, being passed by Market's Price on the outside from Lady Elsie, Confer, No Alimony and Zazabel last of all. Inside the 800, and the leader is Camarina. Nahayan is close enough, if good enough, at a flanks the outside, and there's Zar Royale, 3 wide moving up. On the inside is Scarlet Runner. Savannah Success is beautifully poised. She's going around Nahayan. Nahayan's dropped the bit. She's the first beat Nahayan. Something must have went amiss. She's going back through the field at a great rate. They were followed by Light Work, Crimson Flight and Confer to the outside from Zola, and well back in the field, Market Price in the stretch. Camarina taken on by Zar Royale. Savannah Success is under pressure. Here's Light Work, one of the boulders on the outside chiming in. No run, Scarlet Runner. Zola's about to get out from behind those and Confer down the centre. Light Work hit the lead. Savannah Success is nothing but game. She's rallying. She's lifting magnificently at the 50. She's hit the lead from Light Work. Savannah Success in front and wins. A great staying effort to win from Light Work and Camarina. No Alimony was next from Scarlet Runner, Lady Elsie. Out wide on the track, Market Price, Zazabel. They were followed by Confer, Zar Royale, Zola. Then came Crimson Flight. Nahayan, something's gone amiss. She's obviously got a major problem. She was beaten at the 700 and has pulled up very, very quickly, well back. I'm just seeing if I can see any blood from her nose. At the moment, it doesn't appear to be. Larry Cassidy having a good look down at her. There's a major problem with...
Very gloomy conditions over there for the moment. There's the light, though. We can see that bright enough. And they're away, and Grego jumped all right. Alvor beaten for speed, as was Touch of Fantasy, but now Alvor's driving through. Away well out wide around Malnamuka was Palace Lord, and also going up ahead of it there was Grego, and wider out on the track Miss Harndorf. Then He's Ringing Wet from Lucky Day, followed by Alvor. Palace Lord is back there with Clay Fighter, and 2 lengths to Touch of Fantasy. Down to the 600-metre mark, and Malnamuka scoots along by a neck. Second placing on the outside, Miss Harndorf. 2 away the grey, that's Grego. They were followed back in behind them by Lucky Day, hunting through on the inside of He's Ringing Wet from Alvor, tracking up on the rail. Wider out Palace Lord, Clay Fighter, and Last Touch of Fantasy in the straight now. Miss Harndorf worrying Malnamuka. They're 2 in front of Grego. They seem to have it to themselves at the moment. Lucky Day's not with them. Palace Lord's making a bit of ground out wide, Clay Fighter, and then out wide Touch of Fantasy, but it's Grego's day today. Grego slipped away from them in the closing 50, and Grego comes away to win it well. Miss Harndorf second, Malnamuka third from Touch of Fantasy. Clay Fighter and Palace Lord both ran on. Back behind those then came Alvor with He's Ringing Wet. Lucky Day back along the rail in about 6th position. Stand by for the official placings.
Checkmore drawn the outside. They're all in and set to go. Racing, Immigrant and Any Rhythm both away pretty well towards the outside. Checkmore out in a hurry. Solid Wood shows pace, and Mazelda Ends is hustling through on the inside. They've gone 200 metres, and Checkmore on the outside leads Mazelda Ends. Solid Wood third in the pink blinkers, followed by Immigrant the outside, and then Beige Hunt getting up on the inside to 5th. Any Rhythm is around him, and about a length and a half to City Hall. Centaza, Lady Rielton, Swayze next to last, and Spanish Fighter last of all. Mazelda Ends goes through on the inside and leads Checkmore before the turn. Immigrant third the outside. Beige Hunt going through on the inside from Solid Wood, and then came Any Rhythm and Centaza. Mazelda Ends first round the turn at the 300 from Checkmore and Beige Hunt. Then came Immigrant under the whip on the outside, and Any Rhythm is wider out now. Beige Hunt is after Mazelda Ends. Mazelda Ends is fighting on. Beige Hunt on the outside. Any Rhythm getting into third. Mazelda Ends fighting. Beige Hunt, Any Rhythm lunging. Mazelda Ends just in front and one. She's a tiger. Mazelda Ends the inside, I think, from Any Rhythm and Beige Hunt. Then Solid Wood, followed by Immigrant. Back behind those to finish in the race, Centaza out wider, followed further back by Spanish Fighter, Checkmore, Swayze, then City Hall towards the end, and Lady Rielton. Stand by for numbers. Zelda ends as fourth.
Big line and they're racing, and Tie the Knot actually won the start. Itagaze jumped away quickly. Our Unicorn and Calpera began smartly. Darazari and Istadad one away from the outside, travelling up. On settling down, Our Unicorn goes up on the inside to lead from Tie the Knot. Out wide, Darazari going forward. He's out 3 deep at the moment. Istadad going up inside of him as Tie the Knot eases. He's fourth. Moving up, Calpera on the inside. Tie the Knot got a bit of a buffeting there. They were followed by Intergaze, 2 lengths to Pipe, and the 3-year-old beautifully placed last of all Arena. And Cassidy's going to put him to sleep at the tail of the field. At the 1900 metres mark, Boss caught wide. Darazari striding up. He jumped the crossing, but he went to the front. And going to the lead now, Istadad, led by a length on Darazari. Our Unicorn on the fence. Calpera fourth, Tie the Knot fifth. They were followed by Intergaze, Pipe on the inside, and 2 lengths away to Arena. Charles has Istadad in front. He arches the neck and leads the way. From the other import on his outside now, Darazari. Back on the inside, Our Unicorn. A length away, Tie the Knot. He's fourth outside, Calpera. 2 lengths away is Intergaze from Pipe, and 2 lengths to Arena. They swing down the back in the Mercedes Classic. Istadad in front. Darazari at his girth going up to put a bit of pressure on. A length away, Our Unicorn. Tie the Knot well positioned fourth. Calpera fifth. Intergaze sixth. Then second last is Pipe. And a length away to the 3-year-old Arena. They're in search of the 1,000 metres mark. And Istadad in front, striding along. Absolutely no change to the order. Led by a half length on Darazari at his girth. A length away on the fences, Our Unicorn, Tie the Knot, then Calpera, Intergaze, Pipe and Arena. Cassidy is riding him very, very patiently. He's back last of all and no more than 6 lengths away from Istadad at the 800. Istadad in charge, led by a long neck on Darazari. A length away, Our Unicorn will Tie the Knot. He's poised to pounce. Dye's got him in a great spot. He's about to manoeuvre out and start his run 3 wide. 2 lengths away, Calpera, Intergaze on the back of Tie the Knot going forward. Arena's following Intergaze and Pipe the fence last of all. Istadad turns first in the Mercedes, but Darazari's collared him. Tie the Knot 3 out. Intergaze 4 out. Arena to the extreme outside. And further back is Our Unicorn. Darazari, Tie the Knot have raced up on the outside. They've hit the lead. Intergaze after him, and here's the 3-year-old Arena. Tie the Knot in front. Dye's riding supremely confident. He's hands and heels. Intergaze under the bat coming after him. Tie the Knot in front. Responds. He's too good. He's back with a big win. Tie the Knot goes home and wins the Mercedes from Intergaze. Arena petered on his run the last 50. He was third. They were followed by Istadad, Our Unicorn, Darazari, Calpera and Pipe last home. Too good. Simply too good. Tie the Knot, Shane Dye.
Pirate Tulloch and now on the outside Gold Fame Jabaisu, steadying back off of those there after getting a little bit of tightening, it appeared. McCalmar, they were followed on the outside then by making some headway Rainbow Tie. Further back in the field behind them then as McCalmar settles to centre field, we have Samato, and they were followed by My Pal, and then Examine the Books, Alcatel wide. Further back Love Dahula, down on the inside Assassin, and overtaking lane has caught the field. They've gone steadily in this as they move down the side, and Finnis Gold on top by about a long neck. Over on the inside with it there was Famous Pirate in second spot, pushing through to join it now. Then on the outside Gold Fame Devaisu City Dollar, followed further back then. On the inside Batola Sant, and wide out around those Samato. Alcatel's out in the limb. Going up in the middle Rainbow Tie. McCalmar takes a shortcut from My Pal, Examine the Books, and then lane further back behind them. Love Dahula struggling at the moment from Assassin and overtaking lane, losing ground. But Gold Fame took the lead inside the 200, beat off Finnis Gold. Samato's running on out wide late. So too is Rainbow Tie, but it's all Gold Fame. And Gold Fame's going to win the fourth nicely. Nearly a dead heat, the minus, either Samato or on the inside Rainbow Tie. Then came City Dollar with Jabaisu, Finnis Gold, Tolosant all in a line. Further back behind the McCalmar Famous Pirate Assassin. My Pal in that division. Back behind them, Examine the Books, Alcatel. Overtaking lane, caught the field, and Love Dahula, well, she might just be a Victoria Park specialist. Fourth of the day, Gold Fame, successful, number 8. Number 8, Gold Fame has...
Is set to go for the Perma stall. All in. Free flow the inside. Law and Eminence next to it. Off they go. Free flow through his head in the air and began awkwardly. Lord Eminence was away quickly with Gold Draw, Sweet Liner, Kingston Way and Our Poetic Star showing pace. One man out dropping in behind the leading four as they come down towards the post the first time. And it's now Our Poetic Star on the inside and Kingston Way going quickly together. Leading 3 lengths Gold Draw, Lord Eminence 1.5 then to one man out who's close to the inside rail. Free Flow just behind it. Planet Hollywood going up wide at the turn out of the straight. Free Flow over racing a bit. Sweetliner and Supreme Yoss will go past him now. Then came Alien Fella, followed further back by Moon Chase, Shane's Castle and Noble Ben Barra. Kingston Way found the lead out to the 1800, led by a length and a half. One man out goes up into second placing, followed by Our Poetic Star third and Planet Hollywood fourth the outside. A length to Gold Draw. Over on the inside, Lord Eminence, one Supreme Yoss, a neck to Sweetliner, a length and a half to Free Flow, who's settled a bit better now. A neck to Alien Fella, 2 lengths further back in the field. Shane's Castle on the inside of Moon Chase, who's inclined to pull a bit by the 1400 with Noble Ben Barra last of all. Kingston Way shows the way. Climbing up the hill near the back of the course, 2 lengths to one man out. Our Poetic Star running third and caught out wide in fourth placing. Planet Hollywood around Gold Draw. 3/4 away, Lord Eminence on the inside, and then a half length Supreme Yossel. Over on the fences, Sweetliner, followed by Alien Fella and Free Flow. Next in the field then is Moon Chase as they head to the 1,000-metre mark. Noble Ben Barra is back next to last, and Shane's Castle on the inside. About 900 metres to go. Kingston Way a length and a half in front. One man out is second. Planet Hollywood going up on the outside's been wide the whole way. Our Poetic Star just behind them, fourth on the inside, followed by Supreme Yossel. Gold Draw is next. On the inside is Lord Eminence, followed by Alien Fella, Sweetliner. Back behind them is Moon Chase. Free Flow is a long way back, trying to go for rails runs by the 600 metres. And Shane's Castle and Noble Ben Barra the last two. Kingston Way leads coming around the home turn. He's going to straighten a half length on one man out, and then Planet Hollywood. Supreme Yossel is starting to work into the picture. Our Poetic Star just behind the leading horses, followed by Free Flow and then Lord Eminence into the straight, and Kingston Way still by 2 lengths. He kicks on the turn from one man out. Our Poetic Star, then Free Flow and Planet Hollywood, but Kingston Way down past the 200. He's gone out by 3 or 4 lengths. Looked home. Our Poetic Star, one man out fighting out the minors, but Kingston Way all the way for Neville Wilson, and Kingston Way scores brilliantly. Our Poetic Star second. Shane's Castle came from a long way back to get third ahead of one man out. Then Planet Hollywood and Free Flow. Back behind them, Noble Ben Barra, Gold Draw, Sweetliner. They were trailed by Lord Eminence towards the end. Supreme Yossel, Alien Fella and Moon Chase last to finish. Jumped straight to the lead, Kingston Way, and was really never headed. Coming around the home turn, he gave a little kick and away he went, and he scored very...
King's Joy dropped back shortly after the start. Courthouse Lane won the kick. I Spy away very quickly. Going fast also is Haute Couture on the outside of Making Fay. Not far away, Winnings now. Out wide on the track. Rushing up is Zastov. She's moving up with Red Ivory. On settling down, I Spy in front. Zastov's 4 out. Red Ivory 3 out. Haute Couture, black and red cap is 4th. Courthouse Lane on the inside. Making Fay not far away from Jangles. Sequita is out very wide. 2 lengths to Winning. She's reefing against the rider. She's got a head high in the air, being passed by Simone. Then Harmonia Volokai, Listening's Joy. And the Victorian mare Fuss 2 lengths away. Down the back, and Zastov given her headed race to the front. Led by 3.5 lengths now. Here's Haute Couture moving around I Spy. Red Ivory in the centre going forward. 2.5 to Courthouse Lane. They were followed by Making Fay. She's well balanced, well positioned. A bit better than centre field. 2 lengths to Jangles, Sequita, Winning, Simone. Volokai is back 4th last inside of Listening's Joy. Harmonia 3 out the grey. And 2 lengths to Fuss, given a heap of time to find defeat. She's last, and 12 lengths away from Zastov at the 900. Coming down the side of the track, she's in charge and pilots the field by 1 length on Haute Couture. I Spy the box seat, a length away Red Ivory, Courthouse Lane. They were followed by Making Fay. She's tracking up, she's going strongly. 2 lengths to Zaquita, moving around Jangles. Harmonia wide the grey from Simone, Winnings. Linsing Joy is well back in the field from Fuss, and last of all Volokai on the bend at the 450. And the front runner is Zastov. She's running them along, and she's still travelling. Led 3/4 on Haute Couture. 3 out Red Ivory, to the outside Making Fay. I Spy to the fence. 2 lengths to Courthouse Lane, Jangles and Zaquita. She's being eased to the outside. Zastov is going great guns at the 300. She's nearly 3 lengths in front. Making Fay is flat, trying hard. I Spy with the green cap in the centre. Zastov hands and heels. Led over 2 lengths now. I Spy trying hard, but there looked to be no danger. Zastov in front with 100 metres to go. She's run them into the ground, Zastov. Goes home, wins 2.5 lengths to I Spy. Third is Making Fay from Winnings and Fuss out wide. Haute Couture was next. Then Volakai Jangles, Zaquita, well back Listening's Joy, Simone Harmonia. They were followed by Courthouse Lane and Red Ivory last home. Zastov going straight to the front for Larry Cassidy and has just kept going.
They're set. Racing in the Port Adelaide Guineas, and Quinoa missed it about a length, and one of the best away was Apogee Storm, who went straight to the front to lead by a length and a half. Nina Haraka holds the inside. Around them, though, they're jamming over Raja, Jazz and Sus. Ooh, one in a bit of a squeeze up there. Sina C ahead of it, Ras Bright here. Nina Haraka the rail. Further back then, Dangerous Reef, followed by Southern Way, and Quinoa has tacked on very quickly. Into the far side of the course they race now with 1400 to go in the Port Adelaide Guineas, and the leader is Raja Jazz. Here's another one coming at it. Quinoa on the outside from Sus up third. Apogee Storm the inside. Simon Price not panicking is sitting back quietly inside. Ras Bright here. One length further back, or a length and a half to Senesi, followed by Dangerous Reef and Southern Way with it on the inside. As they move towards the turn to bring them off the far straight at the 1,000-metre mark now. And it's Raja Jazz by a length to Quinoa. Third 2 lengths away, Apogee Storm, Sus and Nina Haraka the inside. A length and a quarter back, Ras Bright here. 1.5 further back then to Senesi, followed then by Southern Way and Dangerous Reef around the outside. As they move down by the 800-metre mark now, it's Raja Jazz trying to lead throughout by a half to Quinoa. Nina Haraka travels up behind them third, with on the outside Apogee Storm just holding in a pocket. Sus is there with them, and they were followed further back at the 600 by Ras Bright here. And then came Dangerous Reef from Southern Way, and Senesi, the favourite, needs a run as they come around the turn where it's Raja Jazz in full flight now. From in second position, Apogee Storm. There's nearly a run for Nina Haraka. She shoulders Quinoa the roughie out of the way, and she's got the gap, and she said go. Nina Haraka with Sus the outside. They level out at the 200-metre mark, but Nina quickly with this wonderful turn of foot she's got. She's dashed away from them, Nina Haraka, and she'll go straight into the area. The Lakeland area Stakes, and then possibly the Double Oaks after that. She's one ease down, strangled on the line by 5 or nearly that much. Second Ras Bright here, Sus, followed then by Southern Way, Dangerous Reef. Further back behind them then came at intervals. Behind those we've got Sina C and also Raja Jazz, followed by Quinoa and Apogee Storm, and the Group 1 syndication have done it again.
To go. 1,500. Racing now. And Mighty Impulse gets back early. Oliver Twist jumped away all right. French Clock first out ahead of Jewel of the Pride, Civil List and Knockrow are prominent. Oh, Declare got into trouble there. He lost ground quickly. He's gone back to third last on the inside. French Clock leads, Knockrow settling down. 2 lengths away as Civil List third, and then came Oliver Twist. He's moved up fourth on the outside. One behind them, Brave Chief, followed by Jewel of the Pride and Let's Cut Loose, trapped out. About a length and a half then to Mighty Impulse and Strike Force. Mighty Impulse pulling back next to last. And Declare is over on the rails in last place by the 800 metres. French Clock led by Nectar Knockrow. A length and a half Civil List and Oliver Twist on the outside. Surely he can't have bad luck from there. He's beautifully placed. One further back as Let's Cut Loose from Brave Chief. Back behind those horses, Strike Force caught out wide. In behind those horses then is Jewel of the Pride. Mighty Impulse is next to last, and Declare is last, coming up towards the home turn. And French Clock just a leader from Knockrow. Oliver Twist easing out 3 wide. Let's Cut Loose comes around them. Civil List just behind the leading pack as they corner. Strike Force getting on out wide. French Clock leads in the straight. Oliver Twist coming after it. Let's Cut Loose down the outside at the 200 metres. French Clock tackled by Oliver Twist, and Let's Cut Loose on the outside. Oliver Twist, French Clock. Let's Cut Loose with Mighty Impulse coming home. Oliver Twist in the middle. French Clock and Let's Cut Loose. Oliver Twist, yes, he's got it today. Oliver Twist just won it from French Clock. Out wide, Let's Cut Loose in a photo for third with Mighty Impulse and then Civil List. They were trailed by Jewel of the Pride and then Brave Chief, Knockrow, Declare, and Strike Force is last to greet the judge. It's finally got there. Favourites arrived. Number 2, Oliver Twist, ridden by Damien Oliver. Just grabbing the prize on
Come down the straight the first time. Hunting Fields out wide, Wavishing over on the rails. Then came Serious Thoughts, All Go. Back at the tail of the field is Lord Baracus, and over on the inside is Naucho. Past the post they go, one lap of the track ahead of them, and Balut shows the way by just over the length. Star of Nimes got across onto the fence with Huntingfield travelling third on the outside. Conradin is travelling fourth, one off the rails, and Zilly Lad is pushed three wide as they make the run out of the straight. Serious Thoughts was next, being followed by Naucho, then came All Go, and back at the tail of the field is still Lord Baracus. Past the 1600 point they went, and the leader is Balut by just over the length. Running second is Serious Thoughts around the outside of Star of Nime, nicely placed. Conradin's 3/4 of a length away on the outside, followed by Wavishing. She's going through on the inside. Zilly Lad whips around the outside to go up and have a crack at the lead, being followed by Serious Thoughts. Then a length and a half further back is All Go. Naucho is second last, and a length and a half off at the rear is still Lord Baracus. Along the back of the course they go, about 1100 metres from the judge, and the leader is Balut, being joined by Zilly Lad on the outside. A length and a half away in third place, Star of Nime on the inside of Huntingfield. Then another length, Conradin, and a half length further back is Wavishing. 1 length to Serious Thoughts, and just over the length and a quarter then came Naucho through on the inside. A half length behind it on the outside is All Go, and Lord Baracus 1 length off at the tail. Past the 800 they travel. Balut is in front, gone out once again to lead by almost a length. Zilly Lad on the outside. Back running third is Star of Nime, hasn't spent a penny. Around the outside of the field goes Conradin, putting it as front as they go to the 600. Being followed by Huntingfield, then came All Go. Serious Thoughts, Wavishing on the rails, being followed by Lord Baracus. Last of all is Naucho. 400 metres to go as they make the run around the home turn. Balut is still in the lead from Zilly Lad on the outside. Conradin is travelling third as they make the run around the home turn. All Go is out deep as they swing into the straight, and Star of Nime off the rails. They're in the straight and down towards the 200. Zilly Lad is in the lead. Here's Star of Nime. Wavishing is joining in too, followed by All Go. Star of Nime bursts to the lead and goes clear. Star of Nime is racing away from Wavishing. Naucho's coming home well, but Star of Nime, too good, wins the derby easily. Naucho got up and ran second, a photo for third. Lord Baracus and Wavishing. They were followed in then by Zilly Lad. The next one behind it was All Go, followed by Serious Thoughts. Then came Huntingfield. Conradin was second last, and after leading, Balut dropped out and ran last.
Number 2, Star of Nime, 270 wins the Group 3 Cadbury Tasmanian Derby. Over 3, Naucho, a photo for third between 4 and 11. Now the update for the Amy Golden Slipper Stakes. $2.5 million. There's late mail from Rod Galegas. He's gone for one of Terry Bailey for his first call of the richest 2-year-old race in the world.
Passmore about to take up his gate, and we will be all set for the running of the richest 2-year-old race on the planet. 70 seconds of madness. Starter at his ladder. Shogun Lodge has been backed off the map in the slipper. Lights are on. Crowd lets out a roar, and they're racing in the slipper. Boulevard jump quickly. Cullen out fast. Parting Jester a line. High Rolling and Fabiano's Son began quickly, and Catbird's going up into that group. 2 lengths away now is Easy Rocking. Dangerous Countess Christie. Passmore wide, going around his stablemate Martree. Majestically no speed. Shogun Lodge's last 3 deep outside. Quick Star, he's in bother on Martree. He's gone back to second last. Down the side of the 800 metres, Markin, Parting Jester on the paint, led from the South Australian colt, Fabiano's Son. Quinn's off on a line, he moves around them. Cullen was next. They were followed by Catbird, Countess Christie picking up ground. Oh, in trouble, High Rolling. He's dropped right back through the field as Dangerous improves, coming to the bend. Easy Rocking's very wide, and he's moving up from Passmore, Martree, Shogun Lodge. Then came Majestically Boulevard and Quick Star in the straight in the Golden Slipper. And out wide on the track, Easy Rocking's moved up and hit the lead from a line. Fabiano's Son, Parting Jester on the fence. Catbird letting out with a run. Countess Christie was next, and Shogun Lodge and Martree from well back. They're across the track at the 150. A line in front of Fabiano's Son. Dangerous can't get a run. Here comes Catbird. He's rocketing down the outside. He's moved up to a line. Catbird hit the lead, and he wins the slipper from a line. Third a blanket go. Dangerous no luck, and Martree flying from Shogun Lodge. They were followed by Cullen, Fabiano's Son, Majestically, Countess Christie, Quick Star. Then came Boulevard, Easy Rocking, Parting Jester. High Rolling got put on his nose at the 700, and Passmore was last in the Golden Slipper. Catbird, in an absolute roughhouse Golden Slipper, has won it. Frank Cleary, his 4th runner, making up for his defeat with the great filly Burst, beating Clan O'Sullivan, his stable star. And it has been a great effort by Catbird. A great ride by Mark de Montfort. It was a winning stroke at a vital stage of the race when he...
Foot from Kipling between horses. Gunshot needs a bit of luck to get a run through here at the moment. And then came Madonna, who's joining in quickly around Shattered Circle from Bonzaboo, and they bunch up around the home turn. Further back then Frenzel Rom, followed by Mahatma, then Zaventa and Skybow in the straight. Aviate heads Archer Street. Gunshot gets the run he was after and comes at them, and Kipling down the outside is also putting in a claim. Frenzel Rom with nowhere to go. Wider out Bonzaboo, the deepest runner. Kipling's hit the front with Gunshot. Bonzaboo the outside. Kipling, Gunshot, Bonzaboo. A three-way go coming up here. Bonzaboo and Gunshot. Bonzaboo, Gunshot. Gee, if there's a margin, it might be a slender one in front of the grey Gunshot. Bonzaboo's right in it, though. Between them, Kipling. Then further out in the track was Shattered Circle, a nice effort. Skybow also made good ground. Then Frenzel Rom, followed by Wingfoot, Archer Street, Aviate.
Set to go. Racing, Arabian Magic out well towards the inside. Sudden Treasure jumped okay. Prince Lear and Trips were away nicely. Touch of Mahogany and New Trader would snore, show pace. Slavonic settling up in the leading few. They've gone to the 1,000-metre mark now. Touch of Mahogany goes through on the inside to be a narrow leader. Snore on the outside takes it on now. New Trader is with those as well, and Slavonic is up with the leading few. About a length further back is Harabella running fifth outside. Trips Cyber Vein. One Arabian Magic, the grey over on the inside. Sudden Treasure, Prince Lear around it, and Storm and Prince about four wide. 4 lengths further back in the field, then came Marca Fumi, followed by Joe Bananas, a length the Bookmaker, and 3 lengths Tampico. Slavonic's gone through to the lead before the turn. From Snore second, New Trader third under pressure. Trips is next with Harabella. They're followed by Cyber Vein, looking for a way clear when they corner, and then Prince Lear. Slavonic shot more than 2 in front, down towards the 200. Trips running on fairly, and then Sudden Treasure running on Harabella, and Storm and Prince out wide. Slavonic 100 metres to go. Leads by more than 2 lengths to Sudden Treasure. Outside Trips. Slavonic the leader. He's stopping. Sudden Treasure's coming after him. It's Slavonic tackled by Sudden Treasure. Maybe Slavonic just held Sudden Treasure, I'd say. A length and a half. Trips in third. Then the Bookmaker making nice ground from Prince Lear. Arabian Magic. A gap Storm and Prince. New Trader. Next Joe Bananas, followed by Marca Fumi, Cyber Vein, Harabella, Touch of Mahogany, Tampico, and Snore dropped out to run last. Slavonic with Sudden Treasure going to him in the last little bit. Judge calls for the photo. And let's see, they're coming to the line here. Slavonic the inside. Sudden Treasure was lunging, but the post looks to have beaten him. 3 the winner, Slavonic, ridden by Peter Mertens, trained by Mick Price, takes out the top.
Racing. Count Scenario out wide, broke quickly. Morphe away will, but there's the Flickster. Quick Flicker's charging through. He'll go to the front. Shin Can See. Stony Bay up wide, and Federal Agent the fence not far away from. Making ground Confiscate. Bullseye in the centre. A length away Zapor with the gold and also red cap. Then came on the fence Catalan opening Dr. Squill. Sea Fighter Count Scenario getting back over Arm for Action. He's back 5th last from Golden Comet. They were followed well out of his ground then by Morphe. 2 lengths to Glasgow and Room for a Slew last of all. Shin Can See 950 out, went to the front. Led by a length on Quick Flick. Federal Agent on the fence. Stony Bay very close. Sea Fighter wide on the rail in about 6th position. Bullseye Confiscated centre field. A length away Dr. Squill. Catalan opening. Then Zapor being niggled at from Count Scenario. Arm for Action. Morphe's well back with Golden Comet. Then Room for a Slew and Glasgow last of all. On the bend at the 600 metres mark, and Shin Can See in front. Old Quick Flick's moved up alongside of him, and he's laying down the Lord. 2 lengths to Stony Bay. He's running a heck of a race. He's 3 deep and attacking the leaders from Sea Fighter. Federal Agent, Bullseye, Confiscate in the Cerise behind those, and Count Scenario to the outside. Catalan opening's going well, but he's back to the fence with nowhere to go as Quick Flick arrested the lead away from Shin Can See. Here's Catalan opening on the rail, and Confiscate chiming in. Confiscate out in the centre, hit the lead. Catalan opening the fence, and Morphe's coming down the centre. Confiscate, last year's winner. Room for a Slew, pelting home the rail. Confiscated in front, he'll make it back-to-back victories. Wins from Room for a Slew and Morphe and Arm for Action. Catalan opening ran 5th and died on his run the last 100 from Bullseye Zapor. They were followed by Federal Agent. Then came Count Scenario, Stony Bay, Quick Flick, Glasgow. Sea Fighter, Shin Can See, Weakened Badly. Golden Comet, and last of all was Dr. Squill. Stand by for the number, but Confiscate. Confiscate, number 4. He's right at his top at Group 3 level. All of his Group...
Racing on Wednesday. They're set. Away they go, pretty tidy dispatch. Now, an exception, Violence, has no early speed, and also Balmaha, which has eased back out of the fray. Flapjacks has won the jump to be an early leader from Major Wilkes, and Honor Code is forward today. Back on the inside, Jyosh as they cover the 1200, followed by Smidgen into a nice spot. Pro Now the rail, Celestial Body caught wide. Smart Alex is in the centre and going through on the inside, Violent. They were followed further back behind them by Stormy Jim with Cotton Hall. It's outside, and 2.5 away last is Balmaha. Flapjacks is getting them going here as they move on the side. Leads by about 2.5. Major Wilkes second, Honor Code third, Jyosh is fourth. The pace is being very generous. Further back in the field, Smidgen Pro Now to the outside, followed by Violent. Cotton Hall gets up in between horses with Celestial Body. It's outside. Smart Alex back to third last. Stormy Jim, Balmaha at the tail together. 600 out, and Flapjacks leads by 2.5. Major Wilkes being nursed. Honor Code third, the outside. Pro Now improving with Cotton Hall. Back on the inside, Jyosh from Smidgen, and they were followed then by Violent from Smart Alex, then Stormy Jim, Celestial Bodies out wide, and further back in the field then Balmaha, but it's still Flapjacks the leader from Major Wilkes. Further back in third spot, knuckling down now Pro Now, and they were followed further back by Smidgen, but Major Wilkes has got a break on them. He's a length and a half clear. Pro Now tries hard in second spot. Major Wilkes is getting a bit tired. Pro Now's trying to get him. Pro Now grabs Major Wilkes and wins a bee's knee. Major Wilkes second, third now might go to Stormy Jim out late on the scene.